Hey y'all, it's Chimdi. So I want to tell the story of this flying dress photo shoot that I got to do here in Mexico. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have saw some of the photos and videos I posted a while ago. And this video is an excuse to show off those photos and share the behind the scenes, but also tell a bit about the story of how I created this experience, which was totally free. So what happened is I was minding my business, walking down the street, and what I love about where I stay in Mexico, I'm in Playa del Carmen, is that when you see black people, you automatically are like, ooh, a black person, and you're friendly, you smile, maybe you talk, but it's this like warm sense of community here. So I'm walking down the street, sending a friend a voice note, and I see a black woman and she's like walking her bicycle along the sidewalk, and I'm like, hi, just like a friendly greeting, keep moving, sending the voice note to my friend. I hear someone call up behind me and I turn and it's her, and she's like, hey, I have this flying dress business, are you a model? Would you be interested in doing a photo shoot? Now, as y'all can imagine, I am constantly being complimented and told that I could be a model, but I've done very few actual photo shoots. But of course, I love the chance to be photographed. I feel very natural in front of a camera. And so of course I said yes. And what I love about this experience is that even longer ago, like months and months and months ago, back when I still lived in Maryland, I had received all these compliments about, hey, you could be a model. And I was thinking about what are some fun side gigs I could do to get more money, and I thought modeling. So I researched some of the top agencies. I actually connected with a friend of a friend who herself is signed to one of these agencies. I just asked her about her experience, and she was pretty much just like, girl, apply, right? So it was really fun. I got my selfies out, took the photos, applied to all these different modeling agencies. Did not hear back from any of them, all right? And my feelings weren't hurt because I imagine that they get lots and lots of submissions. And I'm one of those people that believes that my opportunities come from me walking down the street and people being like, hey, can I give you an opportunity? I don't really believe so much in like going out there and trying to get things, though I'm gonna develop that because there could be some fear around that too. So I applied for these agencies, didn't think anything of it. But also as I really considered what it meant to be a model, I was like, I don't know if I actually want that as much as I think I do, right? Sometimes the idea of something, the glamour of something seems really attractive, but when you're actually in the experience, you're like, yeah, this isn't actually, doing it for me, right? For instance, I got to shoot a commercial, which was really cool. This was years ago. And I actually have a story around that, but I'm gonna save that for another video. It was really cool, and it is memorizing lines and saying them, right? Like, as someone who has a lot of gifts and a lot of talents, I love doing things that pull on lots of my different talents. And I realized as lucrative and as fun as it is to have these experiences, parts of me would feel like they weren't really being met because there's other things that I just like to do, right? So again, walking down the street, this lady's like, hey, do you want to do this photo shoot? I'm like, sure, right? And it's super straightforward. We literally text back and forth. We arrange it that weekend, very frictionless. And we get to our first location, which is this really nice beach. It's really cool because I've never had this experience where like there's a photographer and an assistant and the creative director, who's the woman who runs the shoot. She's got wardrobe and it's like a whole thing. So yeah, like change into this gorgeous dress. There's an assistant who's helping me put on the jewelry, there's the photographer, and it's just me being the model, just like doing my little poses and all of this. And it was really, really fun. And I'd never had that experience before. So again, it was just a really fun, unique experience. And then I got all these gorgeous photos that I don't really know what I'm gonna do with them, right? But it was a really great experience and I had a great time. And now I know what it's like to be a model in this way. And it was really similar. I was like, this is super fun. And it's a little boring. You know what I'm saying? It's a little boring and your neck hurts a little bit from doing all the twisting and turning. And I was like, okay, now I know, right? Like, this is a cool time and it's kind of exactly what it looks like, right? And it's not anything more than that. So I just want to share this experience because you can totally book your own flying dress photo shoot. It's really fun. It's really cool. You get all these gorgeous photos and it was a totally free experience for me. So I just got to have this experience, get all these great photos, not pay a dime. And so I think the way I manifested this opportunity, if you're someone who believes in creating your own reality, one is expressing a genuine interest, but not being so attached. It wasn't like, I've got to be a model. This is the most important dream of my life. This is when everything's gonna change for me. I'm gonna be so happy. It was more like, it would be cool to have this experience. Like, I wonder what that's like. I then took actual steps in my reality to just say, yeah, I really would like to have this experience in the form of applying for these agencies. And I wasn't applying, I mean, I did hope one of them would call me back, right? But I wasn't attached to any of it. I was like, yeah, this is cool and this is me taking some physical action. But beyond that, I was just in my own home vibration, which is joyful and friendly and pleasant and inviting and open and happy, you know what I mean? And those are the people that we're naturally drawn to, right? I think if I had been my exact same self, but I had like a dour face on and I looked like, you know, I was really upset, I don't think that woman would have stopped to say, hey, is this something you're interested in, right? If I hadn't greeted her, right? Maybe if I had been friendly, but I had, you know, not looked like I was interested or seemed really busy, you know, maybe she wouldn't have reached out. But because I was just in a great mood and, you know, open, these opportunities came to me. So this is just a reminder, if you're someone who's on that wavelength of creating your own reality, but you're like, does this actually work? It's really helpful to test it out with things that are pretty low stakes for you. You know, just things that would be cool and fun, but you don't really kind of care either way if it happens. And then you'll see, oh, your life gets full of all these really fun, chill experiences. So again, I just wanna shout out the photographer and I wanna shout out Tanya's flying dress. So definitely check these out if you're in Playa del Carmen. It's such a great experience. And then you get all these gorgeous photos and I can't recommend it highly enough. You really do feel like you are like the glam model superstar, you know, cover of the magazine on the runway. It's really amazing. That is today's video. Bye!